ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula will address the Centenary Birthday celebration of Dr TT Cholo at the Soshanguve campus of the Tshwane University of Technology. President Cyril Ramaphosa recently conferred Dr Cholo with the ANC's highest honor, Isithwalandwe Seaparankwe Award, for his courage and commitment to freedom. SABC News political reporter Samkele Maseko is there for us. Samkele, good morning to you. We do understand that the Secretary General of the ANC is expected to be there today. In just about a moment, you'll be speaking to the spokesperson of the ANC. But talk to us a bit about this veteran who is being celebrated today.
Indeed, Griselda, Dr. Cholo is being celebrated on his centenarieth birthday here at his home. Currently, the former president of South Africa and former deputy president of the ANC and former Secretary General Bhengu-Motsiri is currently inside engaging with Dr. Cholo alongside the Treasurer General of the African National Congress, Dr Cyril Ramaphosa, and Panyaza Lesufi, the Premier of Gauteng. Earlier on speaking, the former president of the country and deputy president of the ANC, Bhengu-Motsiri, recalled of how when they arrived in Robben Island, they were essentially received by the likes of Dr. Cholo, who were the first members of Umkhonto Wesizwe. But I am going to bring in Bhengu, who is the spokesperson of the ANC, on the essence of the legacy of Dr. Cholo and the lecture that will ensue around midday that will be addressed by the Secretary General and the engagements currently taking place with the former President Bhengu-Motsiri.
A very strong legacy, a very profound legacy. The current generation of the African National Congress needs to do a proper interrogation of what it is that we are doing to preserve such a legacy and many similar legacies. That will be the one comment I'd like to make. Dr TT Cholo, Seaparankwe Award, the highest honor that can be given to any member of the ANC who served the ANC. Today he's 100 years of age, just a shy being the same age as the birth of the African National Congress. And so the question for those of us who remain and also who have responsibilities and can take decisions, the challenge for us is to live those values. Live his values, understand those values, and those values are the values of self-sacrifice, of selflessness, of dedication to our people, not ourselves. Those are many values, including educational values of seeking education in order to liberate our people. That is why he got involved in the freedom struggle and also was one of foremost people in the African National Congress that embraced education.
When you look at the likes of his legacy of Dr. Cholo and you come to what is currently happening in the ad hoc committee looking into the revelations of the 6th of July by Lieutenant General Ntantla Mkhwanazi and ultimately Peggy Hamilton, they now call him Celine Dion Cele, who was singing like a canary at the ad hoc committee, revealing all sorts of manner of things, of wrongdoings within the police. Do the current leaders of the ANC emulate the legacy of Dr. Cholo? You heard former President Motlanthe speaking that they were the first to be received by them as the first commanders of Umkhonto Wesizwe.
Well, I'm not certain that General Cele was singing. I thought he was giving a testifying, or was a witness who was called. And we are watching the work of the ad hoc committee as much as we are watching the work of the Madlanga Commission. We are clear as the ANC that we are going to avoid a running commentary on all those commissions so that they are given space, unmediated space, to do their work and do their work to the best of their abilities. So what I would say, though, in response to your question about what does this mean for the ANC and current leaders of the ANC, it means a lot. It means actually, firstly, that the renewal is actually in practice and is gaining traction. You would not have had a Madlanga Commission and the ad hoc committee set up in Parliament if we did not have the strong move towards renewing the ANC in order to renew society and all the institutions of the state, including parliament. And so all I can say that the ANC, those that were cynical about the language of renewal, can see what it is that we are doing. Step-aside policies are being effected. We are cleaning up.
Cleaning up your own mess.
Service delivery is taking place. We are fixing Johannesburg. That has to count for something if we are being balanced and objective in our analysis as members of the media and other members of the media. When you say we are cleaning our own mess, Johannesburg under the ANC was thriving. We were considered really the true metropolis, the largest metropolis on the African continent. There was a lot of progress. There was a lot of progress in Johannesburg, and until the DA took over Johannesburg, and the rest is history.
I hear you, but when you speak of renewal, you speak of, if you take the Madlanga Commission, witness A, witness B, alleging that acting Judge President Ledwaba received about 2.5 million rands in order to release Katiso Molefe from jail. Allegations of capture of the judiciary, which are some of the elements that Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi raised on his 6th of July press briefing. Don't those raise alarm bells to you as the African National Congress on the capture of the judiciary, the capture of senior officials within the South African Police Service in the province of Premier Panyaza Lesufi here?
Well, for the fact that these things are being discussed in South Africa, for the fact that we've lifted a lid on corruption wherever it takes place, corruption in society, corruption in government that is peddled by members of the public that are employed by the state. All of those members, nobody can suggest that the members that are found in procurement departments and so on are members of the ANC. That is totally, totally false. So we must be clear that we are where we are today because the ANC set up an organizational renewal project, part of which was to ensure that the capture of the state, including corporate capture, is put to an end. Indeed, it is being revealed now that the judiciary may very well not be a holy cow, but concrete evidence to that effect should be presented, and we need to be careful about painting the entire institution with the same brush. We need to isolate cases that are evidence-based, showing that kind of thing. Similarly, in Parliament, that's what we expect. So the idea of generalization can tend to create falseness because, for example, we hear that the ANC is corrupt. I'm not sure when did the ANC pronounce a policy that says we're going to loot the state funds. But what I do know is that there are corrupt individuals within the African National Congress, and it's incumbent on the ANC to weed out those elements as part of the renewal project.
Last question. Is the officials of the ANC on Monday discussing the issue of the appointment of the city manager of Johannesburg? There was an issue where the Secretary General called a meeting with the ROP and the POP of Gauteng on the rescinding of the decision to appoint Dr. Floyd Brink as the city manager of Johannesburg.
Well, the officials on a weekly basis on a Monday at 10, they have an item, a standing item on the agenda that is looking at the big cities, the metros, because those are under the tutelage of officials of the ANC. That is why nothing can be done about the metro unless it is sanctioned by the national officials of the ANC.
So on Monday, the issue of the appointment of the city manager of Joburg will definitely be a topic within the officials' meeting.
Yeah, just as we discussed Joburg weekly, and also monitoring the level of service delivery that is currently underway and providing feedback to our province as well as to our region. So there is no way that officials will not entertain that matter.
Thank you very much, Bhengu-Motsiri, the spokesperson of the African National Congress. There's the Premier of Gauteng. There is sitting there. He doesn't want to speak. Want to ask him about the cartels running his province of Gauteng, but he is seemingly unwilling to come and speak. I'm going to ask Thulo Munare, my colleague, for us just to go there to him directly. We will honor him with an invite that he is not expecting, and we are going to go to Panyaza Lusufi and walk towards there. Griselda, you will just have to excuse our shot. It will be shaky for a bit as we move towards the Premier, just to ask him on how he sees the current revelations coming out of the Madlanga Commission, particularly about law enforcement agencies within his province of Gauteng. He is engaging some elderly citizens and veterans of the ANC, but we are going to ask him the question, Premier. In your capacity as the Premier of the province, I'm fabulous, and you?
Okay. I suspect Pirates will come back. 3 goals, it's not a tough call. Unless I think take this opportunity to wish Orlando Pirates well, and I hope South Africans will honestly come out and rally behind Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs as well. So it's a very important week for our nation, for teams that are representing the country.
Are you Chiefs or Pirates?
I'm Gauteng teams. So if you speak about Orlando Pirates, you speak about Kaizer Chiefs, and you speak about Sundowns, you speak about me.
Madlanga Commission, revelations around senior officials in your province of Gauteng under the SAPS. They may not be under your command, but you are the Premier. Cartels are running amok allegedly in this province.
I always remind you that the President gave Madlanga Commission 60 days. It's too early. It will be very difficult to have commentary on site when other people have not arrived to present their other side of the story. And we all know everyone that is implicated, they must also go then clear their names. And it's getting hot and interesting. So let's wait for others that have been implicated to present their side of the story. I think on the basis of that, we'll then be in a position to formally comment. But for now, it's too early. 60 days. It's too early. I think we are still on day 9 or day 8 probably.
Were you there in that funeral where there were more guns than flowers?
I'm told that funeral occurred in our province in Gauteng. I'm not sure, but I was not there. Unfortunately, I think I missed an opportunity. And what General Fikile said about that funeral, I hope it will be recorded in the history books.
Who leaked the issue of the public protector and Amapanya to you to have that preemptive strike that you had before?
It was not leaked. It was not leaked. I was not even aware that was going to release the report. And I'm excited about that report, to be quite frank, because the things that we're trying to get for almost 3 years, that report said we must do it in 30 days. And then there are some responsibilities that together myself, the Minister of Police and the Minister of Justice that we must do within 180 days. So it's not a bad report per se that needed us to preempt it. We didn't preempt it. We organized, we released the communique long before the public protector released the report. You know yourselves that before the public protector released the report, he invites you to the media briefing. And this one, we didn't invite you to the media briefing, which simply means that it's after we've released our report that he released her report. But I welcome the full content. It says what was wrong can be fixed in 30 days, which simply means that the responsibilities of these young people can continue after 30 days. To me, it's a very important report that we should appreciate and thank the public protector for issuing it and directing us to do what is correct.
So these young people won't lose their jobs?
Definitely no. Definitely no. They will not lose their jobs. We are reconfiguring them, and the public protector said the reconfiguration is the correct approach.
Thank you very much, Mr. Panyaza.
Thank you. I have to thank you. And
That
don't
is-
forget to wish Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates and Sundowns well.
I'm a Chiefs fan through and through. Of course, I'll pay more. That is Premier Panyaza Lesufi. They're speaking on the recent revelations around Amapanya in the province and also the issues of the South African police service within the province of Gauteng, Griselda, allegedly being hamstrung by the cartels that are allegedly holding police officers at their payroll and essentially directing them how to do their jobs, which is what is coming out of the Madlanga Commission being covered by our colleague Kenny Mapanga.